Hi guys, really honestly it's way too late and so my voice down. I just need to drink water. My throat is also feeling kind of dry, but I did this makeup like 2 hours ago for an event tonight, and now it's like 1 a.m. As you can see, I'm really burning the midnight oil for the grind. Anyway, so I'm gonna take down this makeup with you guys because this is more of like a glow up series. I don't know if I'm gonna show you up close. I'm gonna try, but my skin has become very problematic. I'm not the kind of person to have problematic skin. Now as an adult, all of a sudden my skin just like acts up when it wants to, but it's also because like I haven't been taking care of it so well. So essentially this is like glow up series type thing. So we're going to take down the makeup, wash the face. So I'm going to show you that entire process, and then of course like now morning when I wake up and like what we do in the morning type thing, you know. So yeah, please enjoy. Also I kind of like my eye color, honestly. Like I look extremely cute. But yeah, just enjoy this take down. Get unready with me, I guess. Get unready with me, guys. I've already taken off my rings because, you know, cutting my circulation. But yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Afi and I am back in another video. So I noticed that this clip was going to be a bit too long to just kind of like sit in silence, and so I decided to come here and chat. So if you are new here, thanks for joining. If you are a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back and feeling like this is a good, you know, use of your time type thing. And I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and I guess that's all the good stuff. So in this video, I'm just going to talk about stewarding transitions, and this was heavily influenced by a sermon by Sarah Jakes Roberts titled Stewarding Transitions. And she was talking about a lot of things, to be honest, but mainly just how we hold on to the past. And her whole thing was that she was preparing to get married, and in this time of like preparation she was having a lot of anxiety and stress, and as she was praying and just kind of like going to God and stuff, she was really feeling like God was speaking to her strongly and being like, you know, and as she was figuring out her stress, right, realizing that the reason why she was so stressed is because of, you know, the past, right, her past experiences. Her dad passed away when she was younger, and so her mom was left to kind of like raise kids on her own, like without a husband, let's say. And so she was having a lot of that anxiety and being like, that was that situation, I don't want that to happen to me, and that kind of thing. And God is asking her like, why have you decided that's your story? Why have you decided that is going to be your testimony, right? Like, she went through that for a reason, and you know, you kind of cannot hold on to the past and decide that that's how your future is going to be. And the reason why I felt like I wanted to talk about this is because this year, as I have said in very many other videos, if you've never had me saying this, you clearly have not been watching enough of my videos in 2022. But 2022 has been a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress, and not because no good thing has happened, but just because a lot of things have been happening. And I think ultimately, in my experience of life in general, in my 22 long years of experience, right, this year has been the most it's had a lot more activity than I have ever experienced. Granted, I've been an adult only 4 years, therefore, you know, I'm just beginning my life, and it's been so interesting to see how at any one time in anyone's life there's so much going on. Like, there is just so much going on, like somebody's doing this and someone is going through this and that's happening and this is happening, and it's been a lot. And ultimately for me, I've been going through so many different transitions, which I'm super excited to talk about. At the end of this year, I'm gonna do like a 2022 recap, so watch out for that. I think it's gonna be so much fun to kind of like get through. But ultimately, I have gone through a couple of transitions that have been absolute blessings. Like, literally, God's grace has been so sufficient. God has been gracious to me, and I cannot express how grateful I have been. But at the same time, with all these good things happening, there's also just like stress and anxiety, and you're like, am I going to be able to do this well? Am I going to be able to give of myself well? Am I going to be able to, do whatever and whatever? And it's like all these things. And that has led to me kind of like taking a step back and thinking, okay, what is causing me so much stress? How can I reduce that stress? Because sometimes it's just you take on too much responsibility, you're doing too much at the same time, something that's just not meant to happen at the same time. And I think everything in God's timing at the end of the day. And ultimately, I have seen how God's timing has been so good, and it's been so interesting. But I think at the end of the day, this is just a reflection of like, transition is not the worst thing. They can be stressful, they can be hectic, they can be a lot. Anyway guys, with all that said, I just want to say this is your sign to let go and let God, just in case it's something that you've been praying about, you've been wondering about, you've been stressing about, all these things. Just remember, don't hold on to the past. Don't let the past decide how your future is going to be or how you perceive the present. It's not a good idea. It only leads to stress. I can tell you that for free. And yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.